I'm María Tucker, Director of the Draper Center for Community Partnerships and Associate Dean of Students, and I'm actually outgoing director.
And I'll be the incoming director, or the interim director, and Associate Dean of Students for the Draper Center, currently at the Asian American Resource Center. My name is Sefa.
So when I arrived here in 2005, I was director of the Office of Community and Multicultural Programs. I was a single person office. There was one student that I hired during that year. That was of course pre-Draper Center, but we were already talking about the possibility of the Draper Center. President Oxtoby was here for 2 years and had a very big vision around community engagement. So Randy Draper was already part of the college's thinking about community engagement and what a bigger vision for the college around community engagement would look like. And at that time, we had 2 programs in the office in addition to PAYS. They were Pomona Partners and a program called America Reads, which is now LINK, Learning and Collaboration. And we were in a little tiny space in the Smith Campus Center.
Yeah, Maria's being modest. That place was the afterthought of the college, you know. We should be doing these kinds of things, and I don't think there was any real visible sort of commitment or vision, I would say, for what's eventually the Draper Center. That took a lot of organization, definitely a lot of hard work. I remember it was an office. It's now the Quantitative Skills Center. It's an office that has a center room with 4 breakout rooms. Literally, Maria was given one of those rooms. I mean, this is just to give you a sense of like how unorganized and sort of an afterthought these kinds of programs actually were. It moves it away sort of from this volunteerism and the sort of service for service sake, and really kind of making it sort of a real core part of the values of not just the students who participated, but also the whole college. In the early days, for reals, I mean, I think you had the Heart Center, was that?
Yeah, then that was the Heart Volunteer Center. So eventually we became the Office of Community and Multicultural Programs and the Heart Volunteer Center, which had previously been part of the Career Development Office. Dean Feldblum came in and really pushed me actually to do more. I was really thankful for that push because that's always how I felt, but I had never been to that point given the go-ahead.
You know, and there was a lot of students, I believe, on campus who had that kind of energy, but really didn't have an outlet for it, or at least sort of an institutionally supported outlet for it. And it felt like the Draper Center could be a place for that.
Yeah, and I think I came to the work like that with many years of experience in retention programs for underrepresented students, and that's where my heart is, being a first-generation student myself, a low-income student, a woman of color, a former welfare mom. I come at the work to enhance the experiences of the most marginalized students on campus, and I hadn't thought of my work as expert knowledge, if you will, as coming from a body of expert knowledge. It's just how I move in the world. I never could articulate it as really a skill set that I had.
It's more of a spirit.
And I come at it, a calling, a purpose. It comes from the heart type of thing. But I think it's also very important for us to be able to name our skills.
I feel it's very instructional for the whole college. I mean, we're in a changed time and in a changed environment, and the college looks different. You know, there's nothing on the walls that say this is a center for people of color, for first gen, but that has become synonymous with these things. In the context of Pomona College and what you've done and what your staff has done, it's personified. You know what I mean?
And I think if we look nationally at the data for participation in community engagement, we don't see the diversity. We like to assume that there are diverse groups of students doing community engagement work across the country, and that's not true. It really has to be intentional, and we have to be thoughtful about the work and the way that we approach it. Otherwise, it isn't going to necessarily be an inclusive space. So I'm really proud of the way that the center has explicitly said, you know, we want to be connected to Posse, we want to be connected to Questbridge, undocumented students and DACA students, and I'm really proud of what we've done.
It's opened the college up in a lot of ways. Because Maria and I started the same year.
Same day.
Same day. And it's like, you bring life. It's like flowers growing in the concrete. You know what I mean? It's like, there was nothing there. You know what I mean? Like, these walls are nothing unless you feel them. You know what I mean? And this space is nothing unless you feel it. How are you going to feel it? That's the point, right?